Right, so Katherine, tell me about yourself and your business.
Okay, so I'm a commercial dancer, so I work in TV and film. I choreograph, I also teach. I studied at Performance College under a scholarship and trained in musical theatre for 3 years. So I graduated in 2009, and since leaving college I've done shows like X Factor, The Voice, Let's Dance, films like Maleficent, Captain America. I recently worked on Beauty and the Beast, the new Disney film last year, so mainly TV, but also I work for First Family Entertainment doing pantomime every year, which is like the biggest British pantomime company, and started choreographing for them this year. Between jobs as a commercial dancer, obviously your contracts are quite short, so I teach mainly kids but also students sometimes. So still auditioning, still working, still performing.
Amazing, so busy all the time. So when your workload started to increase at the very beginning and you knew that this was going to be like a viable business for you, did you go it alone or did you seek help from professional or family and friends?
I think the most advice I kind of got from people was more from friends and colleagues. It's such a specialist job that it's better to stay within your network. So my friends that were doing the same job, we'd ask each other for advice, i.e. Auditions that were coming up, or telling each other about auditions, who to go to for getting together your portfolio, agents to be with. It was very much within my industry. I had a little bit of advice from my parents, basically because they're both self-employed, and also because my mum used to be a dancer and she teaches as well, so she was able to help me in between work, but mainly for performing it was definitely through my friends, my colleagues, who were able to help me.
Amazing. So if you looking back in the beginning, if you could have used a consultancy to help you with, I don't know, maybe the financial side of things or the marketing side of things, or getting you out there, would you have, and what areas would you have used them for?
Yeah, absolutely. Probably helping. Social media has become a really big form of promotion. So some advice on how to promote yourself. It's also quite a very relaxed industry at times, so your friends and colleagues can cross over, so making sure that you're still professional but keeping it in the right tone for applying to people, because it's not a corporate world at all. Definitely with finances, with helping me to probably be able to promote myself as a teacher. Giving guest workshops would have been really helpful, because I think some of that's come with confidence. Now that I'm nearly 10 years down the line, I have the confidence to go out and do it, whereas I could have got on board with that a long time ago, and having somebody to help me with that or advise me on that would have been really helpful.
Amazing. So what would you say were the main disadvantages and advantages to starting your business at such a young age? Because how old were you when you started?
I was about 20, just turned 21, which is a really young age to be going out and working just by yourself with no support.
Of course.
I definitely could have... Probably, I guess everything in hindsight is easy, so at a younger age, yes, you've got the fire to go out and get stuff and go out and do those jobs, go out and get those auditions, but at the same time, the belief in yourself sometimes at a younger age is much harder. You can take the knockbacks a lot harder, whereas now being a little bit older, with age and hindsight and experience, it doesn't affect you quite as much. Financially, it is hard because you haven't got finances or support behind you, unless you're really working straight away, and probably just contacts. It's taken a really long time to build up contacts. So when you're coming out fresh into the big wide world with however many hundreds of other girls that are also dancing in the same way, you don't have a number of contacts, and that's what builds your business. That's what gets you out there. And you're competing against people that have already been working for 10 years who already have those contacts.
Yeah, Absolutely. I think in the creative industry, confidence, as you said, is massively key.
Yeah.
And so maybe a confidence course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Brilliant. And what mistakes, if any, have you learnt from your business and starting at such a young age? Like, what do you wish that you would have been warned about or told about when you started? Any horror stories?
I don't know about horror stories, but I think I definitely didn't appreciate how important it is to maintain your relationship with contacts. So once you've done the job, don't leave the door and just think you did a great job as a dancer and that you'll be booked straight away. You need to maintain your relationship, keep in contact with those people on a really regular basis. And then it doesn't have to be a really serious email that has to be sent to people. You can just drop people a line and say, hi, I'm around, and it's fine. And I think in hindsight I would have been better at that had I known, but
yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult at such a young age. So, I mean, what advice would you give to young people with talent or a skill like yourself, or with an idea in a business that want to grow it and want to start but just have no idea?
I think use your fire and enthusiasm to fuel building your business, because that's a really, really great thing and it doesn't always last. So use that and embrace that. Build your contacts and find out the people that are already doing what you want to do and take advice from them. Look at how they got to where they did, the process that they took, the journey that they took. And by all means, you don't have to copy it, but take the bits that you think will work for you and embrace it so that you can build your business. I think look at lots of different avenues, lots of different people that are already doing what you want to do, and make it better.
Perfect. Amazing. Well, thanks for speaking to us at BConsultancy. We wish you the best of luck with everything.